Hi, everybody. So, mortgage delinquencies are rising, and especially in Ontario, and apparently at an alarming rate. So, right now, I'm going to share with you a Toronto Star article and fill you in on what's happening here. So, what they're saying is, um, like this, the fixed rate is still pretty high, right? So saying Ontario mortgage delinquency rate jumps 50% amid growing signs of high rate renewal shock. Credit agent Equifax reports that more than 11,000 mortgages in the province missing at least a payment in the fourth quarter of 2024, nearly three times the number seen in 2022. So that's a substantial rise. So the mortgage renewal shock many experts have been predicting appears to have arrived. Mortgage delinquencies in Ontario have skyrocketed 50% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Um, Mortgage holders will typically do everything they can to keep up with the payments. The fact that we're seeing missed payments rise so sharply suggests deeper financial strain. So this Equifax VP of Advanced Analytics says the two main drivers of delinquency are the surge in home prices during the pandemic and the higher interest rates homeowners now face on the renewals. So, financial pressures have intensified for Canadians as well as mortgage holders in certain regions. So, in particular, Ontario and BC. Um, this is just about the cost of an average home and blah, 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 blah. Um, So one thing they say is try to, get family help and, whatever you do, don't go delinquent. Um, and contacting your mortgage lender to explain the situation, talk about deferral programs. Now, my mortgage guy told me that deferral programs hit your credit terribly. So that's like a last resort. The other thing is, once you get in delinquency in with some lenders, after 3 months, you were snookered. So what happens is that they'll start like power of sale proceedings, and you can't even get rid of your home. So if you know you're in trouble and you're going month to month and you can't make the payments, like get out. As fast as you can, because I had one client going, it went power sale, and the bank charges you legal fees. Her legal fees were almost $30,000 by the time it was done. And then she had all these interest payments and all this stuff. It ended up being $60,000 more that they took off what was left. So if there is equity left, you do get it back, but they gouge you with fees and interest charges and interest penalties. Like, it's a mess. So if you know you're going down, list the house, get rid of it as fast as you can, because once that process starts, you can't stop it. So my client at the time had even tried to pay her delinquent amounts, and she was trying to e-transfer it into the mortgage account, and they are like, just do the Interact transfers, and they would not accept the money because the process had already started. So you have to make sure, once you know this is, I can't do this, then you have to do something quickly. Like, don't let it get to that point. Um, this Ontario has also seen a sharp increase in the number of people falling behind on mortgage payments by 90 days or more, with that delinquency rate rising by 90% year over year. This spike far exceeds the rise in 90-day delinquency seen in other provinces, including Quebec at 41.2 and BC at 37.7. However, when Oaks, as is referred to as an early warning sign, is the non-mortgage debt. So the 90 plus day non-mortgage balance delinquency rate in Ontario jumped 46.1% year over year. So the average loan, so in our mortgage data, we see the average loan amounts have risen quite significantly. And when we looked at where the most missed payments are, it's those higher balanced mortgages. In 2025, more than 1 million fixed rate mortgages will come up for renewal, many of which are originally taken out with the Bank of Canada's overnight rate when it was below 1%, but now stands at 3%. So this delinquency, if we see the history since December 2024, is only going to get worse and worse and worse. The interest rate, the fixed interest rates are still really high. They're almost 5%. And a lot of people, like I have clients that were at 1.79. I was below that when I got my mortgage 6 years ago. So you have to really take a good look at what's going on in your finances. Can I handle this? Am I maxed out all over the place? You're still better to sell and get out and just lose because you have some down payment in there. There had to be something. So if you can get out alive in the situation without the bank taking over, that's what you need to do. And by the look of what all these analysts are saying, this delinquency is only going to get worse. So make sure you rip the Band-Aid off it and fix it as fast as you can. If you like my stuff, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or drop me a comment if you have any questions. See ya.